positions. Check mirror, shoulder before setting off. Get to that biting point, Cat. Get those wheels moving. That's what's going to keep you upright. Okay, think about where you're going to put that foot. So yeah, turning left and straight ahead, obviously. Drag that back brake. Okay, off we go. So that's it, up the gears, that's it. Well done. Up the gears again, I should suspect. Watch this guy, you got right away, obviously. Yeah, the guy's flashing him, but I mean, come on, I've got to go through, thank you. Right, think about slowing down now, Cat. Slow it down the gears, clutch in, gentle brake finish at the end if you have to stop. Now be careful, because what you're trying to do there is that, and I noticed this with tippy toe people, yeah, my daughter does it as well, is they fight for a rolling start because they don't want to put the foot down. Now you've got to be careful with that because you got very close to Damien there. You can end up in a worse situation than you're trying to avoid, to be honest. Parked cars on the right-hand side of the road, position 1 is the safest place to be, near the curb, because those cars will be going over the centre line. Can you see them in the distance going over the centre line? That's because of the parked cars. Position 1 is the safest place to be for us. Obviously position 2 normally, but position 1, Damien, move slightly to your left, mate. Just a little bit, that's it. And those cars coming towards you won't frighten you as much. I'm going to go straight ahead at the lights, Your engine should be purring like a happy hive of wasps. If it's screaming, knock it up a gear. If it's grumbling, knock it down a gear. Right, pull over on the left-hand side, please. Somewhere safe, somewhere convenient. Double yellows are fine. I've been trapped by the traffic lights. So pull over, Damien. Pull over on the left-hand side. Come to a stop, Damien. Stop on the left-hand side, mate. That's it. Be careful where you put that foot. Always try to finish with that left foot down, Cat. I know you're thinking about the camber. I get it. All right, I'm on my way now. So, Damien, you're going to turn right at the lights up ahead. So let's get going. So turning right at the traffic lights, Yeah, a bit early with the indicator there, Damien. Well done for noticing it. Don't get too close to that car. Keep your distance. Same with yourself, Cat. Keep your distance from Damien. You should have your back brake on, stopping you from rolling backwards. This is where your left foot down is a very good idea. Just make sure you plant it and it's safe. And then you've got your right foot on the back brake. Should be in first gear, ready to go. Your back brake is stopping you from rolling backwards. So in a minute, the lights will turn green. Keep the back brake on. Clutch down to the biting point. Your biting point becomes the brake, and then take your brake off, revs clutch out, revs clutch out. Get those wheels moving. Drag your back brake if you go wide, Damien. I would stop on this one. Stop. Don't go for it, Cat. It's not worth it. Maybe now, that's up to you. That's it. And whenever taking a turn like that, if you think you're going a little bit fast, just drag your back brake, okay? Right, let's get up to speed. I think a bit of juddering with your engine there. Might be in a slightly higher gear than you should be. Remember, choose a gear that's going to be appropriate for your speed. It says slow in the road, so just take it easy around this bend. Don't go near the curb, but also don't go near the centre line. There's a car coming. Looking down the road for potential hazards, reading the road signs, reading the road markings, checking your mirrors every 8 seconds, staying away from that white line, that centre line on a bend. We never go near a centre line on a bend. The dotted line you can ignore and cross. It's for HGVs. You can totally ignore it. Watch your distance, Cat. Back off a little bit from Damien. Remember, he's a learner, and so are you. So we usually say a 2-second gap while riding, but when it's learners involved, I'd say a 3-second gap. Traffic lights up ahead. They might be on red or they might turn red. So prepare to stop with a bit of suddenness. Looking down the road for potential hazards. Parked car on the right hand side might cause vehicles, and a push bike. Position 1 is the safest. Look at this car, you're going to go way over the centre line. Look at that. So we predict this. If you're in position 2 there, it'd be terrifying. Watch your distance, cat. Got to keep that distance. Expect the unexpected from a learner. Traffic lights coming up. We're going to turn right at the traffic lights. So turning right at the traffic lights, please. That's it. Don't forget your shoulder check to move over. That's it. Now, when it comes to a junction like this, it does have a filter light, but is it on? Nobody knows. So you've got to think about it. If it's, especially if it's not a filter light, watch that distance, clutch in, gentle brake finish. If it's not a filter light, if you're first in line, then go into the junction and wait for the traffic. If you're second in line, it's a 50-50 choice as to whether you go into the junction based on the oncoming traffic. If you're third in line, I'd stay at the control line unless the traffic coming towards us is very light. Now, as I said, this does have a filter light. You can see you've got amber, green, and then an extra bit. Whether the filter light comes on now or later, nobody knows. If it comes on at all. While I'm stationary, I'm still checking my mirrors. No filter light. Now, you're okay to go in, come to a stop. You can go into the yellow box, that's fine, but don't go for it. There's oncoming traffic. Now, you've made the 50-50 decision to go in, and based on the traffic coming towards this cat, I reckon that's a pretty decent decision. I think we'll get round. Plus, we might get the filter light. Ooh, maybe it wasn't. I'm going to have to go for it. Go for it. Drag your back brake if you go wide. Sort of a bit of juddering with the engine there. Were you in first gear? Or second gear? Make sure you're in first gear, okay? If it does judder and you make a mistake, because everyone makes a mistake, just pull your clutch in a little bit. Feather the clutch. Watch your distance, cat. Watch that distance, 2-second rule. Let's count it up with this lamppost on the right. Here we go. 1, 2. 2 seconds now, but count it with this bus stop. 1, 2. Yeah, just about 2 seconds. I'd make it 3, mate. High-sided vehicle in the distance. Just be careful. You can't see what's going on the other side. Checking your mirrors every 8 seconds. Nothing going on behind us. Coming up on a roundabout, we're going to go straight ahead. Straight ahead, second exit, exit 2, signposted for Swinton. So show me how you do that. Remember to keep your distance, cat, from Damien. Don't assume that he's going to keep the wheels moving. He might have to stop because he has to give way to the right. So straight ahead, second exit, Damien. On the next roundabout, you're going to turn right at the roundabout. Turn right at the roundabout. Nice control of the bike there, Kat, to adjust your speed to meet the gap. I like it. Let's turn right at this roundabout into Monton Village. Drag that back brake if you go wide. That's it. Yeah, just required a left indicator a little bit earlier, but that's cool. Indicator off, that's it. Monton Village, more activity going on down here, so just keep your eyes open. Pedestrian crossings, if there's anyone at the crossing. You may have pressed the button, so it's a potential hazard.